Hi students, this is Viswanath, Chemistry faculty for NEET and IIT exams. Today we are learning a new chapter, States of Matter. That means matter is available in different physical states, solid, liquid, gas. Now in this chapter you will learn about gaseous state, liquid state. First of all, see the gas laws. These laws are experimentally proved based upon various types of experiments by different scientists. First one is Boyle's law. It gives pressure volume relationship. It was proposed by Robert Boyle based upon different types of experiments by taking various gases. He proposed this statement: at constant temperature, the pressure of a fixed amount of gas varies inversely with its volume. That means at a fixed temperature, constant temperature for a fixed mass of gas, pressure is inversely related to its volume. P is inversely proportional to volume. P is inversely proportional to 1 by V and P equal to K into 1 by V. Here K is proportionality constant. Its value depends upon the amount of the gas, temperature of the gas, and the units in which P and V are expressed. So PV equal to constant. From this we can conclude that at constant temperature, product of pressure and volume of a fixed amount of gas is constant. P means pressure, V means volume, product of pressure and volume is constant at constant temperature. From this we can write P1 V1 equal to P2 V2 equal to K. That implies P1 by P2 equal to V2 by V1. In the form of graph also we can represent Boyle's law. There are two types of graphs related to this. One is this one. Pressure is taken on y-axis, volume on x-axis. At different temperatures we can get the curves like this. The value of K for each curve is different because for a given mass of gas it varies only with the temperature. Say this constant K value is different because each curve at different temperatures. At 200 Kelvin this is the curve, at 400 Kelvin this is the curve, at 600 Kelvin this is the curve. So for this curve K value is different from this K value, and this K value is different from this K value. So in this way this K value depends and varies with the temperature, and each curve is called isotherm because throughout this curve temperature is constant 200 Kelvin. If we examine at this point temperature is 200 Kelvin, here 200 Kelvin, here 200 Kelvin. Wherever we examine pressure volume relation throughout this curve temperature is constant, and on this curve 400 Kelvin temperature is constant, in this 600 Kelvin is constant. So at a particular temperature each curve has taken, that's why this type of curves are called isotherm. At constant temperature each curve give relation between pressure and volume, so this is each curve is called isotherm. Higher value corresponds to higher temperature. Next, another type of graphical representation, pressure taken on y-axis, 1 by V taken on x-axis. Understand the difference between previous graph and this graph. Here pressure volume relation, here pressure 1 by V relation. Here curve is obtained in the straight line passing through origin at particular temperature T1, T2, T3. Here T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. Now it is a straight line passing through origin. At high pressures gases deviate from Boyle's law, and under such conditions a straight line is not obtained in this graph. Students, remember this point carefully. This type of straight lines like this type of straight lines we can get at lower temperature, at lower pressure. At high pressures, gases do not obey Boyle's law. They deviate from Boyle's law. Then straight lines we cannot get. Okay. Next, relation between pressure and density of the gas. Gases are highly compressible because gas molecules can move freely in all directions. That means there is a large gap between the gaseous molecules. That's why we can compress them easily. This means highly compressible means gases become denser at a high pressure. If we apply high pressure, all the molecules come close together. In that condition, density increases. So at high pressure, gases become denser. So density equal to mass by volume. From Boyle's law, PV equal to K, V equal to K by P. Now, in place of V, if I substitute this value K by P, then we can get this one. Density D equal to mass by K by P, that equal to M by K into P. Here, mass of the gas is constant, K is a proportionality constant, total, this term becomes constant. Then, what are the variables? Density, pressure. So D is directly proportional to density, directly proportional to pressure P. That means at a constant temperature, pressure is directly proportional to the density of a fixed mass of the gas. Here D means density is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas, or pressure is directly proportional to the density of the gas. Next, see the numericals. A vessel of 120 ml capacity contains a certain amount of gas at 35 degrees Celsius and 1.2 bar pressure. The gas is transferred to another vessel of volume 180 ml at 35 degrees Celsius. What would be its pressure? Okay. Initial pressure 1.2 bar, P1 equal to 1.2 bar, V1 equal to 120 ml, V2 180 ml, P2 final pressure we should find out. So suitable formula, P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, P2 equal to P1 V1 divided by V2. Substitute the values, then by doing calculation we can get P2 0.8 bar. What is the option? Option B is the answer. Next, at 0 degrees Celsius, the density of a certain oxide of a gas at 2 bar is same as that of dinitrogen at 5 bar. What is the molecular mass of the oxide? Here, understand the question carefully. One is oxide of a gas, another one is dinitrogen. Both are present at different pressures. Oxide present at 2 bar pressure, dinitrogen at 5 bar pressure, but the density of these two are same. Now, molecular mass of oxide we should find out. So here say this, ideal gas equation for 1 mole, formula PV equal to RT. Now remember this one. In the next class, we will learn what is ideal gas and what is the ideal gas equation, all these things. So for 1 mole of ideal gas, PV equal to RT. This we can write in this way also. Density equal to mass by volume. Okay. Density equal to mass by volume means from this mass into pressure divided by RT. Mass get cancelled. What is the remaining thing? PV equal to RT. Same PV, RT and density equal to mass by volume. By combining these two, we can get this relation. Are you understanding? PV equal to RT. This is the ideal gas equation. For 1 mole of ideal gas, equation is PV equal to RT, density equal to mass by volume. By combining these two, we are getting this one. Okay. So density equal to mass of the substance into pressure divided by R into T. R means universal gas constant, T means temperature. Now, pressure is variable, density and temperature are same. Density is same, temperature same, universal gas constant is same. But what are the variables? Mass and pressure. So at the same density and same temperature, P1 M1 equal to P2 M2. P1 equal to 2 bar, P2 equal to 5 bar. M2 equal to molar mass of dinitrogen, that is 28. Now substitute all this, then we can find out M1. M1 is 70. So molecular mass of oxide equal to 70 gram per mole. Okay students, we will meet you in the next class.